Las Vegas was absolutely unprepared for what happened during BTS's second concert night at Allegiant Stadium, because that night Taehyung and Jungkook completely made tens of thousands of ARMY lose control with the grandest, most emotional, and most intimate performance of the entire ARIRANG 2026 tour. But the biggest explosion of hysteria happened when Jungkook suddenly paused the atmosphere of the concert and confessed his feelings in front of thousands of ARMY by saying, "Taehyung is everything to me. Thank you, my love, for always being there for me. You are the love I've been searching for all this time," instantly causing the entire Allegiant Stadium to erupt into tears, screams, and overwhelming shock from fans who could not believe they were hearing such a love confession live on a BTS stage. Hello ARMY and everyone who just joined. Hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. Let's jump straight into today's video topic. Welcome back to VKook. Las Vegas truly turned into an ocean of emotions and hysterical screams during BTS's second concert night at Allegiant Stadium after Taehyung and Jungkook once again delivered an extraordinary performance in front of tens of thousands of ARMY. With a massive stage production, spectacular visuals, giant lighting effects, and chemistry-filled moments, the entire stadium seemed unable to stop screaming throughout the night. From the very beginning of the concert, fans' attention was immediately drawn to Taehyung and Jungkook as they continuously showed sweet interactions on stage, from intense eye contact and perfectly synchronized dance moves to moving closer together during the choreography and laughing while standing extremely close in front of the stadium's main camera. Many ARMY admitted they could barely focus on the other members because Taehyung and Jungkook's chemistry that night felt far more intimate, warm, and emotional than the previous day. Every time the music slowed down and the spotlight focused only on the two of them, the sound of fans screaming instantly echoed throughout the entire Allegiant Stadium. The second night of BTS ARIRANG 2026 was also described as one of the grandest performances of the entire tour thanks to its futuristic stage design, massive fire explosions, LED visuals filling the stadium, and a live band that made the atmosphere feel deeply emotional. Yet despite all the spectacular production, Taehyung and Jungkook remained the center of attention throughout the night. During an emotional ballad performance in the middle of the concert, Jungkook was seen constantly looking at Taehyung with a soft smile, while Taehyung repeatedly returned the gaze with a shy expression that immediately sent ARMY into hysterics. Their duet dance moment also went instantly viral on social media, because their movements were so close and full of chemistry that many fans said the two looked like the main couple in a romantic movie on the biggest BTS concert stage of the year. However, the moment that truly made the entire stadium lose control happened near the end of the concert, when Jungkook suddenly spoke softly in front of thousands of ARMY while turning toward Taehyung. As the stadium grew quiet and the audience lights transformed into a purple ocean, Jungkook said, "Taehyung is everything to me. Thank you, my love, for always being there for me. You are the love I've been searching for all this time." The sentence instantly caused Allegiant Stadium to explode with hysterical screams from ARMY. Many fans were seen covering their faces in disbelief after hearing such an emotional confession live during a concert of that scale. The stadium camera even focused on Taehyung smiling shyly while lowering his head before eventually hugging Jungkook on stage, making the atmosphere of the night feel even more emotional and unforgettable. Social media was immediately flooded with thousands of concert clips only minutes after the show began. Hashtags related to Taehyung and Jungkook quickly trended in multiple countries because fans felt the second night in Las Vegas had become one of the most romantic and emotional nights of the entire BTS ARIRANG 2026 tour. Many ARMY said their chemistry felt incredibly sincere and warm that night, especially because their interactions appeared completely natural throughout the concert, without ever keeping any distance from each other. Even after the concert ended and all the members gave their final greetings, Taehyung and Jungkook were still seen walking side by side while laughing together on stage, causing thousands of fans to scream hysterically once again before the stadium lights finally went dark. What do you think? Did BTS's second night at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas become one of Taehyung and Jungkook's most emotional and romantic moments during the ARIRANG 2026 tour? ARMY's reaction inside Allegiant Stadium that night was completely beyond control the moment Jungkook expressed his feelings for Taehyung in front of tens of thousands of fans. The atmosphere, which had previously been filled with screams, suddenly turned into a mixture of emotional tears and massive hysteria. Many fans were seen covering their faces while crying as Jungkook's romantic words echoed clearly through the stadium speakers. Fan cameras recording from different angles even captured several ARMY holding their BTS light sticks with trembling hands, because they could not believe they were hearing such an emotional confession live at a concert of that magnitude. Other fans were seen hugging each other while screaming hysterically, while the sound of crying and screaming filled the entire Allegiant Stadium, making the atmosphere feel overwhelmingly emotional. When the stadium's main camera focused on Taehyung's shy smile after hearing Jungkook's words, ARMY's screams instantly exploded louder than ever before. Many fans stood up from their seats, jumping and shouting Taehyung and Jungkook's names non-stop. The sheer volume of tens of thousands of ARMY that night made the entire stadium feel as if it was vibrating. On social media, many fans who attended admitted they completely lost focus after that moment, because the emotional energy inside the stadium felt incredibly powerful and impossible to describe. One viral fan cam even showed several ARMY in shock while holding their heads when Jungkook called Taehyung the love I've been searching for. The moment was immediately considered one of the most emotional confessions ever witnessed during the BTS ARIRANG 2026 tour. Many fans also said that the second night in Las Vegas felt different from previous concerts because Taehyung and Jungkook's chemistry appeared much deeper and more genuine throughout the entire show. Every small interaction between them triggered explosive reactions from the audience, from exchanging glances while singing and laughing together between choreography breaks to moments when Jungkook unconsciously kept standing close to Taehyung during the ending ment. Even after the concert ended, ARMY's screams continued echoing outside the stadium because many fans still could not move on from Jungkook's love confession, which many believed had created a new iconic moment in the history of the ARIRANG 2026 tour. One reason why BTS's second concert night at Allegiant Stadium felt so special was because the details of Taehyung and Jungkook's dance interactions throughout the performance truly left ARMY breathless. During several choreography sections, Jungkook was seen gently pulling Taehyung's hand before the two returned to moving perfectly in sync with the beat of the song. The moment immediately triggered huge screams from the entire stadium, because their chemistry looked incredibly natural and emotional. Taehyung also repeatedly moved closer toward Jungkook with a soft smile, as if enjoying every second of their performance together that night. The main camera even captured Taehyung's shy expressions multiple times whenever Jungkook continued staring at him during the dance, causing the giant stadium screens to erupt with hysterical screams from ARMY. As the song entered a more emotional section, the atmosphere inside the stadium suddenly became deeply dramatic as the stage lights slowly dimmed, leaving only a giant purple spotlight shining on Taehyung and Jungkook at center stage. In that moment, the two performed a soft and romantic slow dance that gave many fans chills watching it live. Jungkook slowly moved closer while maintaining eye contact with Taehyung, while Taehyung responded with a warm smile that instantly caused Allegiant Stadium to erupt once again with deafening screams from the crowd. Some ARMY even said the atmosphere felt more like watching a romantic movie scene than a stadium concert. But the peak of the hysteria happened when Taehyung and Jungkook nearly went forehead to forehead at the end of their choreography. Within seconds, the entire stadium was filled with screams so loud that the music could barely be heard. Many fans jumped from their seats while holding their heads in disbelief after witnessing how close the two were on the massive Allegiant Stadium stage. Jungkook briefly smiled after the moment, while Taehyung lowered his head and laughed shyly before the two continued their performance with full energy. Clips of the intimate dance instantly went viral across social media only minutes after the concert, and were called by many ARMY one of the most iconic Taehyung and Jungkook moments of the BTS ARIRANG 2026 tour. BTS's second concert night at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas ultimately left an incredibly deep impression on ARMY around the world. From Taehyung and Jungkook's powerful chemistry on stage, their romantic dance filled with emotional eye contact, to Jungkook's love confession that sent the entire stadium into hysteria, everything felt like a night that would never be forgotten in the history of the ARIRANG 2026 tour. Many fans even said the concert was not only about BTS's music and grand performances, but also about how Taehyung and Jungkook showed their emotional connection in such a warm, sincere, and heartfelt way in front of the world. After the concert ended, videos of their moments immediately flooded social media and continued to be replayed millions of times by ARMY, who still could not move on from the emotional atmosphere of the night. Even after the stadium lights went out, The names Taehyung and Jungkook continued being shouted by fans filling Allegiant Stadium. Many people describe the second night in Las Vegas as one of the most romantic and emotional BTS concerts of 2026 because of the countless intimate and sweet moments shared between the two on stage. If you had been inside Allegiant Stadium that night, do you think you could have stayed calm after witnessing Jungkook's love confession to Taehyung in front of tens of thousands of ARMY? And in your opinion, has their forehead-to-forehead moment and romantic slow dance already become one of the most legendary Taekook moments of the BTS ARIRANG 2026 tour? Leave your positive comments here. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God reward all of your kindness. This video reflects my personal opinion and interpretation. It is made for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts.